in today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about giant flower stems, the exact kind that I use for my giant flower installations. So this video will cover topics such as what type of pipe I use as a giant flower stem, where to buy it, what to ask for at the store, how to decorate it, and how to use it even when you don't have a base. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who also might like it too. It really helps to support the channel and it keeps me creating more tutorials like this one. Also, I've just moved into my new studio and I have so many more tutorials to film, so I'm really excited to share those with you. There's just so much more content to come. So anyway, without further ado, if you're ready, let's get into it. So the pipe I use to make a stem is made from flexible pipe, also known as flexible water pipe or PEX pipe. It has a multi-layer construction, which means it has a PVC coating on the outside and a strong aluminium core on the inside. That aluminium center is what gives it the perfect balance because it's lightweight, durable, and most importantly, it's bendable while still holding its shape, which is ideal for freestanding giant flowers. So here is a smaller piece just to give you a better example of what you need to be looking for. So the outside has the PVC coating and on the inside you can see the aluminium center. So you can find this kind of pipe at any DIY store, building supply store, plumbing store or hardware shop. It's often sold in coils or by the meter. Now I can't give you an exact price because it varies from country to country, but it's generally very affordable and cheap. If you find pipe that's quite expensive, it's probably not the right kind, so just be cautious of that. So when you go to buy it, ask for flexible water pipe or PEX pipe with aluminium, at least 20 millimeters wide. If you're using a smaller pipe for the flower head, like a 15 to 16 millimeter pipe, make sure the sizes work together or that you have a way to connect them. Sometimes the smaller pipe won't fit snugly inside the larger one. That's where a pipe coupling comes in handy. It's a small connector piece that looks like this. You may also want to get a pipe cutter. This is a simple and inexpensive tool but really important. It allows you to cut your pipe cleanly and safely to the exact length that you need for each flower. Definitely worth picking up. Here's a great tip. Most pipes come with printed markings every 1 meter, and you can use these as built-in measuring guides. Instead of grabbing a ruler or a measuring tape, just follow the printed line to measure and mark where to cut. It's super handy when you're working on multiple stems. And if you need shorter lengths, you can also mark halfway between the printed text for 50 centimeter cuts. It's a simple way to speed things up without measuring everything from scratch. And here are the different sizes side by side. The 20mm pipe is good for giant flower stems and the 16mm pipe is good for smaller giant flowers or branches. If you want to clean the ink from your pipe, you can use an acetone-based solution, such as what you would find in nail polish remover. Just check the bottle first though, because not all nail polish removers have acetone in it these days, so be sure to check that before you use it. Otherwise you can use an alcohol-based solution such as isopropyl, but usually acetone works best. Let's go through a few ways you can decorate the stem of your giant flowers depending on the look and feel you want. Starting with EVA foam, it's great if you want this kind of finish. You can cut the foam into strips and glue them neatly around the pipe. It's durable and it holds its shape beautifully, but just remember that you will need to use a hot glue gun and you'll have a glue seam at the back. Tissue paper is another option. It's super soft and gives it this dreamy rustic feel, but it's delicate and it's better for flowers that won't be moved around much. Just bear in mind that you will also need a paintbrush and some glue like Mod Podge or something similar with varnish. I think it gives it a nice finish. I think this kind of effect is really good if you're making flowers for a children's party or something like that. Floral tape is the fastest method. Just stretch it and wrap it around your pipe. It doesn't need any prep, it's easy, but it's best for light display pieces since it doesn't hold up well when bent or handled a lot, and it is affected by humidity, so it may not last a long time. Spray paint is a clean and simple choice. It works really well in smooth plastic, but remember to use a plastic primer if you want it to last. Otherwise, it can start to chip and peel off almost immediately. So make sure you do use a primer or check the spray can instructions before you purchase it, because some of them say that you do need a primer, which most of the time you do, but some of them say that you don't. And of course you can also use acrylic paint. It works really well, but you will need your primer again and of course a paintbrush. And lastly we have crepe paper. This will give your stems a beautiful textured finish that matches your flower perfectly, because you can use any colour and any shade. I use strips of crepe paper and I wrap them around with hot glue and it gives them a natural look. And just like the paint option, crepe paper is very durable, so your stems will last a long time. Here is a quick chart of all the ways you can decorate your pipe for your giant flower stems. Now let's cover the stem using crepe paper for a smooth, beautiful finish that matches the flower. You will also need a ruler and some scissors and a hot glue gun. First, I cut a piece of crepe paper about 20 centimeters wide. Then I cut it into 3 centimeter strips. I stretch each strip fully, including the ends, to smooth out the texture and make it easier to wrap. To start, I apply some hot glue and wrap one strip around the top of the pipe, leaving about 1 centimeter overhanging. This will help us to finish it off neatly later. From there, I begin wrapping the strip around the pipe in a downward spiral, adding glue as needed to keep it secure. Don't worry if the crepe paper shifts a bit, just smooth it out as you go. When I reach the end of a strip, I glue the next one in the same place and continue wrapping. Keep a steady angle and let each piece slightly overlap the one before it. About halfway through, I flip the pipe upside down. This makes it easier to wrap the lower half cleanly. Continue until the whole pipe is covered. At the very end, I leave about 1 centimeter of paper unwrapped. Then I make a few small cuts with scissors. I add a little bit of glue to the tip of the pipe and tuck the crepe paper inward. This gives you a seamless, professional looking finish. Now let's shape the stem so it can support a giant flower head securely. Start by gently stretching the top of the pipe. I like to hold it near the tip and pull slightly to give it a natural upward bend. This creates a nice angle so your flower faces forward, just like it would in nature. Then move to the bottom of the pipe and create a coil or ring shape. I twist it into a loose spiral wide enough to give the base some weight and stability. This helps to prevent the flower from tipping over once it's assembled. The coil also acts like a built-in stand, especially useful if you're going to be displaying your flower without a base. And that's it, a shaped, stable stem that's ready to hold your giant flower with confidence. I hope this gave you everything you need to start using the correct pipe for your giant flower stems, whether you're creating a freestanding giant flower or building a beautiful display. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with someone who also loves crafting things. And don't forget, I've got lots more flower making tutorials coming, so I will see you soon. Here is the dandelion. Do check out the tutorial if you haven't already. It looks so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!